Trading family, what is good? Squawk here. I'm going to do a live markup of my charts. For those that don't know, I am actually out in Cape Town, South Africa, and I had a travel week to get here to settle in. And now it's time to, get ready for the trading week up ahead. So this is what I normally do. I normally start with the weekly. Right. This is just basic top-down analysis. Everyone should know this. If you're marking up the charts, you should know top-down analysis starting at the weekly levels, dailies, and then you go down to the time frames that you would be making your entries. So many of you that are trading outside of the community, or even in, you may be looking at the 5 and 15 and may mark those up, but we don't go that far. We're just looking to mark up the major levels, the weeklies and the dailies usually, and if needed, maybe the 4 hours, but the weekly and the dailies are enough for me to identify good entries around those areas. So because we want to identify where good entries are, we just want the most the strongest areas where price will react, and that could be the weekly and the dailies. So what we do is we immediately just start marking up the most significant areas for weekly and dailies. So I would say here, down here is a low. I'm going to mark this up as a weekly. I'll just annotate it and I'll type in weekly level, right? Oops. Then what I'll do is once I mark up all these levels, then what I'll do is I will go and then set alerts at these levels, which will then send a notification or a new message in our Discord letting us know, hey, price has reached these levels, pay attention. Similar to like double bottoms, double tops, engulfing candles. All of those are signals that are tethered from TradingView and other sources straight into our Discord community, so that those that are looking for multiple setups, they can just look at the alert section in the Discord and get those alerts on those high time frames and then start to dive in, because we don't want to be around looking at the charts all day and night waiting for moves. So the best way to do that is to set up alerts in a way that's going to be most effective. So I'll continue to mark these levels up weekly. Right, I like weeklies actually to be blue. So I'll set this up here like this, weekly blues. This may take a minute. Oops, weekly. I want the line to be blue also. Style blue. There we go. Boom, style blue. And then what we'll do is, we'll continue to mark the chart up and see what the significant levels are, and then determine from there, what do we think price is going to do this coming week, this up and coming week. Here's another level. When I've got like, say a body low and then a low that's relatively close, because this is only, well, actually that's 93 pips. So that's still pretty high. So I will just mark this out individually, this area here. I'll also mark out this low, right? And, we go through this process until things start to look a little clear for us. This is a retest of a high. So this is a pretty significant level. And if you notice, this line also retests these levels down here and a little bit back here too. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it from here. Boom. I think that's a very significant weekly. I will write that up. Weekly. Boom. Let's see here, weekly levels. I mean, prices here. So, I don't have to mark up every single thing. I've got the major weekly level up top here. I've got some weeklies down here. Price did come up to this level here. This is probably going to be on our daily, which we'll take a look at and see. This is probably going to actually be, I'm very sure that this is probably going to be a level here from this level, touching this level and so forth. The most significant levels, that's what you want. So I'll even write this, I'll post this up here now anyway. All right, there we go. That's another level that we want to look at. There's going to be some levels here also, but I'm going to drop down now to the daily. Let's see here. Hopefully the internet connection is, well, the internet connection has been holding up, so I'm super excited about that. Let me hide these indicators here that I have running right now, just so I can get it to as basic as possible. Now we're looking at the daily, and we can start to mark up the daily. If you notice that this is a daily level here, right, at this level here. So I'm going to mark this one up as a daily level. Actually, before I do that, I'll delete that because what I want to do is just measure out. How many pips is this? 60 pips. That's still relatively significant. So I'll just drop it right there. This is another daily level. I'll also drop one here. All right, that's another daily. All right, change this color here, daily. Boom, back to the mustardy color, orangey color. Dailies. All right, so I can type daily. Oh. Type daily. Right now I've got time because it's raining cats and dogs out here in Cape Town. Like heavy rain right now. Hopefully it'll clear up. Let's see here. But it's just beautiful out here. For those that have visited, you know what I'm talking about. For those that haven't, you should come check it out. It's actual paradise. All right, so here we go. We've got some dailies here. I'll drop in some any other dailies that look significant. Nothing really too exciting. Maybe this level here, or actually this level. I mean, bring this up as a daily retest because it was tested here at these levels. It was also tested here at these levels. So yeah, this may be a daily also, a daily level. Right. Actually, I'm going to make this into a zone with the wick like this. Okay, let's do it like this. That's a daily level. We'll just put that out there just because the wick and the bodies are so close. I want to encapsulate all of it here. This I'm not too concerned about. And also this level down here is what I want to touch. All right, daily and weekly. All right, so this is what we really have going on this week. We could see this is Sunday, what, the 11th? And price has, actually, I'm going to move this up. Yeah, there we go. You can make your adjustments as you need. When you drill down to the lower time frames, you can see it was this level here. It really touched this high here. Actually, and I'll also put in a daily level because I want the most recent highs and lows. So this one here as well. This is going to be a daily. Okay. And then we'll wrap it up with what we need to be looking for, right, into the market. What we want to look for. I'm going to also mark up these lows. That's really all I need. Nothing too exciting here. This is really all I need. I actually don't even like this orange line. I'd much rather one down here and one right up here. All right, so I'm gonna actually put one here. There. That's another daily. This is where we're at now, so I don't need to really write it out or spell it out. And then down here, so I think for the most part, we've captured the most immediate levels here, going back the last few days. Right. So basically, when we look at this, we said, hey, well, how do we analyze this? What is going on in the market? Right. So here I've got a daily chart also with some markups. So we know that price, if you take a look, price, I guess Friday, today's Friday, no, so Friday, Thursday. So price actually on Thursday pushed up to this weekly level here that I've got in the blue on this side here, and it rejected it, pushed down. It actually came, it rejected it and closed. Then Friday came, it pushed up, it came all the way down, it rejected it, and it looks like looking like it's still rejecting it. So although price, since price is rejecting this level and we closed bearish, I would suspect that we could possibly still come down and retest this level down here, right, on the daily chart, which is similar to these markups here. So I'm thinking that price could, this is the daily on this chart, that price should come down and retest these levels. Doesn't mean that it can't go down, but the logic that I have behind this is fairly basic, is that it rejected a daily level right here on this chart. On this chart is a weekly level. It rejected this weekly level here at this area here, which this is all the weekly. It rejected it. So since it rejected it, it should now go down and retest previous lows since it rejected pushing through the highs of these levels. It should come back down to previous lows. Now, since price closed at a very weird area, right? Price did not close at a daily level or weekly level. It closed somewhere in between. That is where things get a little hairy, right? Because since it didn't close and break this level. If it broke this level, we would assume, okay, price could continue to go down, right? But price actually pushed down and came back up. So we've got to be super careful about this. Price in all reality can continue to push up, maybe make the wick and then push back down, or vice versa. It could push down on market open Sunday into London session and then push back up. So really there's nothing for us to do until price gets to these daily levels, right? Because we want to make entries off of our daily levels. So my suggestion to you, for those that are, in the community and, those that are watching, you want to make entries around the levels that have the high probability for good setups. And I'm choosing the daily and the weekly levels. And since I'm choosing that, price is not at a daily or weekly level that I marked up. So there's nothing for me to do. The only thing that I can do is set up an alert here, right? And this alert at this level, set up an alert here and set up maybe an alert here and at this level. And once we get alerts there is when we should come to the charts and investigate. So market is looking really strange for me for a Monday to begin with, or Sunday into a Monday. And there's no setups whatsoever for me right now. If I were dropping down to lower time frames, we can see also that price broke this daily. So since price broke this daily, once again, it broke the daily, but it didn't reach down to the next low, or it didn't create a new low in the market. It actually is, somewhere in between. So I would expect that it could still shoot down. The only thing that I have to go with here is that the current candle, that Friday, the very last daily candle closed bearish and it rejected a previous high level. So with that, the only thing that I could really assume is that price is going to continue to push down. But once again, the key is that since price did not push down and make a new low in the market, it's somewhere in the middle. It's above the lows and it's below these daily levels, that we need to just be cautious and wait, be patient and wait for price to enter these price areas before we start drilling in and looking for, setups, candlestick setups or patterns that we're looking for to make entry. So there you have it. I'm going to share this and this should set you up for the week, but my recommendation, I'm not going to make any entries until price has revisited this area. So maybe tonight during London session. Right now it's 11:57 no, what time is it? It's 11:57 a.m. in LA, but my local time is 10 o'clock, 10:57 p.m. So sometime in London session, maybe price will, start to get to these levels. And then there is where we'll be alerted. If you're in the community, you're going to get the alert when price reaches this level. I'll set these up after. And then there's where you should pay attention, start drilling into the lower time frames and looking for, your engulfings or your engulfing patterns on the 5 and a 15-minute. And maybe you'll get a double top, double bottom alert, so forth, before you make entry. There you have it. Peace.